You've got people now that are watching this whole thing now, thinking about how they can go out with a blaze of glory. We've seen this guy shot his girlfriend in the stomach. All of a sudden he came to New York and he wanted to make an impression on someone. And believe me, back and forth, you have gangs, you've got the Bloods, you've got the Crips, and this might come out as a call out to start killing cops. And I remember 1970s, 1971, when we were burying cops, we were rushing to the hospital to give blood when these cops were dead. All I can say is that this atmosphere has to settle down. We must unite together, and this mayor should step up instead of dividing us.
You know, Mark, where do we get to the point where all this irresponsible, reckless rhetoric would come out from people even as high as the president, and a rush to judgment? Did we now get to the point where cops are not presumed innocent until we just judge them guilty? And make assumptions before even evidence is presented? Didn't that play a very big part in creating a mindset in this country?
Oh, I think the mindset's already there, and I think that rush to judgment that cops are always wrong is the predisposed attitude, and I think there's a rush to racial judgment every time there's an opportunity that somebody can gain something from it. And you're completely right about Michael Brown. That was about race. It was a black man that picked a white man and tried to kill him. That was the racial part of the Michael Brown incident. So to have intelligent people, to have lawyers, to have people that are supposed to be leaders that twist that case around to be something it's not, just for the racial incitement of it, that's exactly what came to head on Saturday when these two officers were assassinated. Somebody was empowered by the rhetoric. They were empowered by the anger.
Let me go to the Reverend Al Sharpton in all of this, because he now has become best friends with the president, best friends with Mayor de Blasio. And I won't even go through his history right now, but let's just look at him and comments that he's made during these incidents.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. If you're angry, throw your arms up. If you want justice, throw your arms up. If you want answers, throw your arms up. Because that's the sign Michael was using. In order to establish peace, you must have fair justice for everyone. We want real peace. We don't want to just be told to shut up and suffer in silence. We don't fight until we get tired. We fight till we win. The federal government must step in.
All right, so Bo, how does Al Sharpton become the voice of NBC News, best friends with the mayor of New York City, and gets a White House invitation 84 times since Obama's been president?
Well, this is the problem. This person that watched this on television out of Baltimore really believes that Michael Brown had his hands up and he was just gunned down. Just for the rhetoric of Al Sharpton. I don't want to call him a reverend. Excuse me. I want to see one thing, Sean. I want to see people get together. I want to see this president, with all respect, get on his Air Force One and come to the funeral for these two young men that were assassinated. He flies around for fundraisers. Let him get on a plane. Let him come to these young man's funeral.